starting an amazing book. Here it is. There you go. How you like that, huh? Because we deserve it. We deserve a good life. We deserve a good partner. We deserve a good life. We deserve this. And I want to share with you that you can have the life you've always dreamed of. But there's some things that are blocking it. And it talks about the very first thing in there is awareness. Awareness that you can have a good life. Awareness that you're not a piece of junk like we'll say other people have told us we are. We're not sinners. We're made in God's image. It can't be both. So you need to decide what you want to do with your life. Do you want to be a sinner the rest of your life? Or do you want to be whatever? So it focuses on that. First is the awareness that you've been lied to, the awareness that people and your traumas and stuff like that has really messed you up in your mind, in your heart. Remember, it says guard your heart in the Bible. It says that Bible you read, it says guard your heart. Guard your heart from the lies. This book will not make you a better person. It will give you a better life because it changes who you think you are. It changes your identity. It attacks the identity of who you think you are as a sinner or whatever. So a bad person or whatever label you put on yourself all your life. So it sets you up to find your purpose, your passion, and your potential. It helps you find when you wipe away all those bad things you think about yourself, then all the good stuff will flow. What about all those ideas you've had? Maybe you've had an idea for an invention, and you thought, well, nobody's ever going to buy that, nobody's ever going to do that, or that's a lie. I've got 3 or 4 right now in my mind that I've never done, and I should have. There was one I did for I worked with a lot of trailers in my past, and I had an idea, and I didn't use it. I made this whole thing for my trailer, and I messed it up. I didn't do it. It's because I thought it wouldn't work, because I thought I was a disappointment to the world. Yeah, right? That was my major flaw in my thoughts in my past was I thought it was a disappointment because I was yelled at by my parents, yelled at by everybody in my life, and it just didn't work. It didn't make it. So I lived like that all my life, thinking I was going to be a disappointment. And I've attracted people in my life who thought I was a disappointment. Lots of them. But now that I've changed that, and I've changed my who I think I am, I've changed my purpose, my passion, and I know what the potential I have is just by reading this book. Remember, I've talked about past is a 1.0 version of you and a 2.0. We're trying to make that 2.0 version of you. It's not better. I wouldn't even say it improved, but it's more mature. It's growing. It's like you have a purpose and a passion to live this life now. Now your life's going to expand. And that's part of this book as well. And then one of the things it does is to honor that 1.0. Is to look back and see that was a journey. That everything, your mistakes in your life, all the things you did wrong, the people you hurt, was all part of your path. Was all part of realizing that is the awareness of that. And if you change your thinking on all the bad things that happen in your life, you'll move forward even quicker. Excuse my purple glasses, but it says your potential is the permission you give yourself to achieve success through your passion, which is being able to spread your purpose through offering value to the rest of the world. That is what the purpose of this book is. That is to open up who you think you are. That is how you change your identity, how things can change in your life dramatically. It talks about letting go of all the things you did wrong. That's just your perception, because the things you did wrong are why you're here today. It's not because I got to change myself and I think I'm a piece of crap. No. It's that you want to have that better life, but all that stuff in your past is holding you back. The guilt, the shame, all that stuff is holding you back from moving forward and being the person you really want to be. It's keeping you from your mate. It's keeping you, if you don't have one, it's keeping you from the perfect job or business or whatever it may be. It's blocking it up. And this book right here will help release that. Jason Tarver, the guy who wrote this book, says the first part of this book is about awareness. The second part of the book is about your comfort zones. And the third part about it is intentional living. So that means that when you being aware of something, knowing something, number one. Number two is getting out of your comfort zone. And this book will help do that. It'll help you get out of your comfort zone and be the person you want to be. I don't know if you know I do business. I do a woodworking business. I didn't even know what a chop saw was 7 years ago, and now I'm using one every day to put wood on walls. Using wood to make people's houses really cool. And so here's a picture of one right here. You see, that's what I do. And I make fireplaces, and I make wood walls, and I make all sorts of stuff. And listen, I never knew I had that potential. I never knew I had it in me to do that. And so this is how, not just this book, but my journey has done that for me. And this thing will continue. This book will help you continue in your journey. So again, number one was awareness. Number two is your comfort zones. You want to get out of those comfort zones. It gives you space to be who you're called to be. And the third one is intentional living. It's your focus. It's your goals. It's this, it's that. See, if you ever seen any of my other videos, I just did one called The Power of Intention. There's an intention. Listen, if you want to go and cut your bushes down or cut a tree down today, the intention is what? To go find a saw, to go get a ladder, go rent a scaffolding, do something. You go do something. You set an intention to do that. And that's the power. There's power in that intention. There's power in the intention of everything in your life. So that's the third one. So number one is awareness. Number two is getting out of your comfort zones. And number three is living an intentional life. Let me share something with you. When I started a home for men back in Clearwater, Florida. And at that point, I was just hearing the voice of God and my higher power or the divine. And you call it whatever you want. But the point, when I heard that voice, when I learned to hear that voice, it gave me a new meaning for life. And if you watch some of my other videos, I'm on here, I'll tell you how to hear and how to journal in here in all different ways. But what I did was I listened to the Spirit, and the Spirit gave me the intention. And the first step in that intention was go get your 501c3. Go call this certain guy. He will pay for it, Dale. He will do everything for you. And I went, what? And he did. He took care of everything. So that started it off. I did the paperwork first, right? And then I got the insurance, and then I got this, and then it just went forward and forward and forward and moved forward. And then I started getting men in the house. I started with one man, then I went to 2 men, then I went to 4 men, went to 8 men. I had 44 men live with me at one time because I set that intention to do that and help those men. That was my intention. My intention was to help other people. So whatever goals or whatever purpose you have in life, yeah, it's normally to help other people because there's got to be some kind of outlet for your heart. So this first part, this forward, it's setting the stage. It's preparing our hearts to receive what it is. And the first chapter is called awareness. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. So remember, I love you. And join the community. Go ahead and like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And let's just be a part of my community so we can help you more. Look, this little teaching right here will get rid of addiction. We'll get rid of all sorts of stuff. So let's do it together. Let's do it as a team. I love you guys. Have a great day.